on and everything?
Everything is good to go.
I love you. So you closing tonight?
No, I'll get off early.
Okay. Now, I don't know if you know that Tupac's accuser, Ayanna Jackson, who has never ever done an interview, as a matter of fact, when Tupac was actually accused of rape in 1993, her identity was withheld from the public for fear of retaliation, okay, because of who Tupac was and what his fans might damn do to her, okay? Well, now, just in case you don't know, VlCTlM was able to convince her to come on camera, and of course, I know they cut her ass a check, okay? And so after 25 years of never, ever telling her story, she finally told her story, and you can watch that on your own time if you can get through it, because let me tell you, it was a hard interview to watch, and he chopped the shit up. I guess because he knew that if we were to watch the whole damn thing, we would probably cut it off 4 minutes in and miss the points, because just listening to her and watching how nervous she was and fidgety, hell, it made us nervous and probably made y'all doubt her story altogether. But I'm here to tell you that woman is not lying, okay? And here's how I know that, okay? I looked after watching her interview and listening to what she said about that night and then reading what Tupac said about that night. Here's what I want to explain to you, okay? Don't cut off the video. Don't get sensitive and shit. I know how y'all feel about motherfucking Tupac, but I don't give a shit. The truth is the damn truth, okay? And I'm here to tell you, just because she looked like she date white men and shit and she talk white and she fidgety, I'm here to tell you that if I was on that jury, Tupac's ass and his friends, okay? Because it was fucked up how he only got tried and his friends didn't get tried because he was living by the motherfucking bro code. And it was the same bro code that led his ass to even going to jail. But after hearing her version of what happened that night in New York City in 1993 when she met Tupac as a groupie in a nightclub, boy, I got some shit to tell y'all that just ain't sitting right with me, okay? Now, a lot of people over the years, okay, and even when Tupac was accused of raping this woman, of course, sided with Tupac, okay? I mean, given his history in the black community, both politically and socially, of course, Tupac has always been seen as kind of a god or a savior in some aspects to black folk, okay? And so when he was accused of rape, of course, everybody assumed that it was a lie and that he was just being set up because he was a rapper and due to his family's long-standing political history with the feds, with the government, okay? And so I'm not gonna get into all that. I'm gonna touch on it just a little bit, but I wanna tell you, after watching Ayanna's interview and going back and actually reviewing Tupac's statement during the trial, not what he was convicted of, not what them white folks said, not what the feds said, not what the government said, not what the folks said. By going back and listening and reading Tupac's account of what happened that night between him, Ayanna, and his friends, Tupac was not only responsible for that girl being raped, Tupac was instrumental in that girl being raped, okay? Now, he didn't rape her, but he didn't do shit to fucking stop it, which makes you just as guilty as the motherfuckers that was in the room that night, okay? Now, you can go back and watch her interview after I break this shit down to you and show some footage that's gonna prove to you that Tupac wouldn't be any different from Matt Lauer if he was still alive today. Okay? According to Tupac and Ayanna, they met at Nails, a nightclub, in 1993, okay? According to both Tupac and Ayanna, Tupac approached Ayanna, okay? Now this is Tupac's story and Ayanna's story of what happened that night in the hotel that led up to her letting the security officers know in the hotel that she was staying in the night that the rape took place, and the security officers ended up calling the police, and that's when Tupac was arrested and tried for only grabbing her ass, which was bullshit. Now, Tupac approached Ayanna, they started talking, they went on the dance floor, things got a little sexual, they had some alcohol, they had some weed in the corner. He ended up either pushing her head down or she went down voluntarily to suck his dick. After she sucked his dick, willingly because she didn't file charges on that. Folks who praised Tupac, who followed the case, chose to use that information that she sucked his dick in the club because she was a groupie to paint her as some type of bad girl. But no, she was only 19 and fast as hell. And hell, I know plenty of hoes down the street that do that to broke niggas, okay? They ain't even got to be a Tupac, and they getting they dick sucked outside their mama house in the car because that's where they fucking stay. So it don't make her a bad person, it just makes her young, dumb, and fast as hell, okay? Now, during that night, okay, after she, you know, apparently gave him head, they decided to go back to a hotel room and they had sex 3 times, okay? Now, of course, him being Tupac, he sent the girl home. Now, this wasn't the night that the rape took place. I'm just trying to get you to envision what happened here, okay? Because I want you to put yourself in her shoes and his shoes so you can understand where in the hell I'm coming from and you can see the truth for what it really was, okay? Or what it really damn is. After that night, okay, after they had sex 3 times, he sent her home. Of course, he gave Ayanna his number. She goes back. She's starstruck, okay? She calling the hotel. Where you at? I want to see you again. So she left several messages. The same thing any 19-year-old woman would do when she meets somebody of that caliber like Tupac. She's fucking infatuated. Oh my God, I just fucked Tupac, okay? And half of y'all watching this video would have done the same goddamn thing because Tupac, he pretty easy on the eye now. He's a very nice looking man, okay? He's always been. Now, finally after her blowing up Tupac's phone, okay, because she wanted to see him again, he decided to take her up on an offer. He was actually filming Above the Rim, that movie at the time, and he decided to send a car for her and have her brought to the hotel the night that the rape took place, okay? Now, I want you to listen to me closely about these rape events, okay? Tupac says during that night, of course, he sent for the car. He sent the car to pick her up, okay, after she was blowing up his phone. He was tired. They were sitting on the couch in the living room. I believe it was a 2-bedroom hotel. It had a living room in the hotel. And so when she got there, his boys were there, his manager was there, and he was tired. So they sat on the couch, watched some TV. He said, hey, let's go in the room and you can give me a massage. I'm tired, okay? So she goes in the room, okay? They give him a massage. You know, they massaging, they kissing, they doing everything, okay? Now, this is both Tupac and Ayanna's version of the story. So let me tell you where things get complicated and where he fucked up at. And this is what leads me to believe that he should have done time for that girl being raped and everybody else in that damn room that night. Now, he's getting a massage from her. They kissing, they doing everything. She's fully clothed. They both say that after being in the room for some time and she's massaging him and they kissing and everything like that, his boys were in the living room drinking and smoking and decided to enter the room, okay, without Tupac's permission. So when they entered the room, Tupac said in his statement that he froze, and Ayanna said in her statement that she froze. They didn't know what in the fuck was going on. And so when those guys entered the room, they came in, you know, saying that she was fine, feeling on her ass, doing all kind of shit. And according to both Tupac and Ayanna, they were both in such shock. Tupac admits in his story and during the trial that he left the room. He says that he didn't want to argue with those guys when they walked in and try to make it seem like that Ayanna was his girl. So he didn't do anything when those guys walked in, but just leave the room. Now, when he left the room and he left this girl in the room, who, yes, okay, is 19 years old, who, yes, is a groupie, but yes, she only came to see him. She saw him the first night, sucked his dick, fucked him 3 times, and then he sent for her again. And of course, she was excited to be fucking Tupac again, but fucking his boys wasn't in the deal. It never was in the motherfucking deal. And so when the guys entered the room, okay, without being invited by Tupac and Ayanna, instead of Tupac saying, get out of the room, he didn't want to look like a bitch to his boy, so he decided to leave the room and leave that 19-year-old girl in the room with all those dudes, and all those dudes did what in the fuck she said happened. And Tupac claims that because he left the room when they entered the room without his permission, he's somewhat not guilty of her being raped because he doesn't know what happened when he left the room, when his boys entered without his permission to come in there to hopefully probably run a train on her, but instead they did it without her permission. And because of his version and her version of the story, his defense was he left the room, he don't know what in the hell happened, and her defense was, yes, he left me in the room for those guys to do whatever they wanted to do to me and didn't stop it. I'm sorry, Tupac or not, stripped of his title of a rapper and just looked at as a male, you have to understand that regardless of Tupac's status and who he was in the black community, he allowed another sister, woman, daughter, niece in a room alone with men that she did not know and that she did not agree to sleeping with, and was just as shocked as Tupac when they entered the room and started taking off her clothes and feeling on her ass, and she's defenseless at this point, being surrounded by all of these dudes. If you were 19 years old, you fast as hell, I don't give a fuck how many dicks you suck, what type of groupie you are. If you were a woman in that situation, or if you were a man in that situation, do you think it's right for him to leave the room and allow that shit to happen? He around here singing, Brenda's got a baby and all that shit. That doesn't make you not guilty of what went down in that room. Now, what was fucked up about his conviction is that he was the only one that got convicted of sexual assault.
For what happened to her, and it wasn't supposed to happen.
Okay, so she wasn't prepared for what happened. So where are those people that did this? They were all in the same hotel as me. They were all right in the same room with me. Why am I the only one in court right now? Why is the cameras all on me? And in the report and all these charges, I didn't do nothing. I'm charged with being in concert with some guys. Well, where they at? Why me? Because I'm Tupac. No, I'm not angry at them. I'm angry at the system. I don't want nobody else to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to go to jail for something I didn't do.
I don't understand how it is that Tupac caught charges, but his friends didn't. And that's the reason everybody kind of looked at this case like, wait a minute, he's being fucking set up because he is the only person getting tried, even though it was the other guys that raped her and he did nothing to stop it. Meaning that girl came there to be with you and didn't agree to be with those other guys, and any 19-year-old or any woman in her position, what in the fuck could you do to defend yourself against 3 to 4 niggas in a room who high and drunk? Once your adrenaline get going and shit and you realize what the fuck is going on, you're defenseless at this point. Now, I'm gonna tell you, what made me really give Tupac the side eye and really see that he was full of shit was when he said this shit here when he was being interviewed and asked about the rape. Take a look at this shit here.
Safe sex. What do you say to that? But it is safe sex because in the trial, in the transcripts, if y'all dig deep and be reporters, you'll find out I wore a condom. It was her who sodomized me. It wasn't me who went down in the dance club and ate her out. It was her in the dance club who had oral sex with me. She should be charged, not me. What kind? They're making like I'm some big gruesome animal, a sex animal, which is a...
Now, did you hear what he said? Now, remember what I said in the beginning of the video when I said they both met at Nell's and she gave him head in the club. And not only did she give him head in the club, he fucking liked it. Not only did he like it, he took the little girl back to his damn room and fucked her 3 more times. So why all of a sudden you want to try to use that part of the story because it makes her look bad and it makes her look like a hoe because she sucked your dick in the club? You want to try to use that as a reason to press charges on her like she violated you. No, your ass wasn't fucking violated. You enjoyed every damn moment of it to the point that you took her back to your hotel room and admitted it that you slept with her 3 more times and even invited her out again after she blew up your damn phone. If you couldn't see that his talking ass, because most motherfuckers that talk like this a mile a minute and shit and can't get their words together is because they're not thinking. And you see where I'm from, when you see a talking ass nigga like that talks so fast, okay? Yes, Tupac is smart, but I don't give a shit. When you talk a mile a minute, you ain't got time to think and process your thoughts. And so that's why he said some stupid shit like that he should have been the one pressing charges for rape and laughed about it as if it was fucking funny, because at this point he'll do anything to fucking get off and make any type of excuse as to why he's being set up, all because of who he is and who he's damn related to. Shit, don't act like you don't know a talking ass nigga in the hood. He talks so motherfucking much he can't even remember any of his motherfucking lies. And so yes, I think honestly Tupac is probably one of the greatest rappers of all times, but let me tell you something. And I know a lot of y'all probably ain't gonna wanna swallow this pill, okay? If Tupac was alive now, okay, this day and time, in 2018, during all of these sexual allegations, okay, they just pulling the covers off, okay? They ain't sweeping shit under the rug. Being that Tupac had a trait, okay, that was similar, all right? Follow me here. That was similar to Matt Lauer and Harvey Weinstein. I don't know if you remember, there was a picture that went up for auction of Tupac's penis, okay? Tupac had a thing for flashing women, flashing groupies and shit, okay? He would just walk up to them. You know what? Matter of fact, let me let you hear from one of his friends' mouth. Take a look at this damn video. And then I'm gonna make my damn point, okay?
No, I saw Tupac pull his tool out in front of my friends in Miami, but no,
Okay.
not Dame. I love Tupac. God rest his soul,
Tupac
too.
pulled out the tool
Oh, absolutely.
and said, one of you bitches get on your knees.
Absolutely.
Did you hear what she said, okay? Did you hear? All right, let me play it for you one more time.
No, I saw Tupac pull his tool out in front of my friends in Miami, but no, not
Okay.
Dame. I love Tupac. God rest his soul,
Tupac
too.
pulled out the tool
Oh, absolutely.
and said, one of you bitches get on your knees.
Absolutely.
And did that?
Tupac liked to flash women. Now, if Harvey Weinstein invites a woman to his hotel, okay, for business. Now, of course, we know most women know what in the fuck is gonna go down when a man invites you to the hotel room, but some just don't motherfucking get it, or they think that they're somehow different in some cases. But it doesn't excuse the motherfucking behavior. The behavior is, if Harvey Weinstein can't invite a woman to his hotel room and then go and take a shower, and then once he's done taking a shower, okay, he puts on a robe and then walks into the room where the actress is with the robe open and his balls hanging, and then Matt Lauer at the same time invites his colleagues to his house, goes upstairs, takes a shower, okay, and then comes downstairs fully naked and his balls showing, what makes you think Tupac is gonna be able to get away with just flashing random women his dick? Where they do that at and get away with it? Which means Harvey Weinstein has been doing this shit for years, okay? Russell Simmons been doing this shit for years. Matt Lauer been doing this shit for years. What makes you think that if Tupac was alive today, rest his soul, okay? Like I said, he's a great artist. But what makes you think with Tupac being alive today and they caught his ass on camera flashing his dick to random women, what makes you think he won't be facing the same shit that most of these motherfucking moguls are facing today? Tupac ain't no different from they asses. You don't just walk up to nobody and flash them your dick and shit. That's sexual harassment and assault all motherfucking day. So, for those of y'all that still want to believe that shit didn't happen, it damn happened, okay? Now that's all I'm gonna say on this, okay? Because I felt bad for that girl. I really did. Yes, she was a hoe at 19, but who wasn't a damn hoe? And just because she came there to see Tupac and she screwed Tupac, she didn't agree to screw his boys, which he did nothing to fucking stop. And so in my book, his ass ain't no damn different. And if he was alive today, that damn photo that got auctioned for about $15,000 of his dick would be proof to bring his ass down some more, okay? Now I gotta go. Now, before I go, okay? Woo, that was a heavy video. I know a lot of y'all, I hope y'all don't hit unsubscribe, but it is what it is. I had to back that shit up with facts, okay? Now, before I go, all right, I am drinking, all right, the 7 Daughters Rich Red Blend, okay? My husband actually picked out this wine. He is a lover of blends, okay? And normally blends are mixed with Shiraz, Petite Shiraz, which makes the wine, in my opinion, more balanced, okay? And so in this wine, honestly, you taste rich, ripe cherries as well as blackberries. Because of the Shiraz in the wine, okay, you taste some pepper on the palate. And also you get some aromas of actually blackberry and vanilla in the wine, okay? And I believe my husband purchased this one for about $12.99, and I will leave the link below so that you can purchase it for yourself, okay? Thank you all so much for watching, all right? If you like this video, subscribe. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at UNWINEWITHTASHAK. And of course, I will update you on upcoming videos. And if I'm not able to post, I'll let you know. And hell, if you didn't like this video, you can still subscribe anyway, just so you can cuss my ass out. Not that I'ma really give a damn anyway. Now I gotta go. Bye.